Hello, welcome. Here today I'm going to show you a video on how to do a bind off using the Icord technique. So the Icord is something that I came across fairly recently, to be honest, and that I'm falling in love with. I'm just going to show you here how it looks on this one. This is our plastron. Here, this is the Icord edges, okay? And then we have the bind off. So you can see what is really nice is that it makes like a continuity here of a border, kind of framing the piece together on both sides. And this is like, you know, a little cord here that you can see, which is pretty reversible. And you can see here, it looks like it stands out here because it's a double thread of yarn, but I'm going to show you how to make this one on a single thread of yarn on this little sample here. It's quite easy. It might be a little long to go through if you have a large piece to bind off, but it's a very interesting technique. So first of all, what you're going to do, you're going to add 3 stitches that you can simply cast on with, you know, using the thumb technique. So you add 3 here, okay, this way, and then you're gonna knit 1, knit 2. The third one you're gonna slip as if to knit, okay. You knit the 4th. You're gonna move over the stitch that you have slipped in here, and then you have 3 stitches here on this right needle, and you're gonna move over, do 3 stitches to the left needle, and we are going to repeat this operation. Okay, so here we're gonna knit 1, knit 2, slip as if to knit the 3rd one, knit the 4th, okay, and move over this slipped stitch, so the 3rd one, over to the 4th here, okay. This is how it looks for the first ones, and then we're gonna start on the real piece of the project here, and we're gonna continue. So those ones are gonna move over onto the left needle, because the principle of the Icord, and we are on 3 stitches for this Icord, is basically that on the back your thread of yarn is kind of wrapping the stitches here when you knit, so it's kind of putting them together. You're gonna see it a little better as we proceed further. So let's do it again. Knit 1, knit 2, slip as if to knit, knit 4, grab the 3rd, move over the 4th, and move the 3 stitch back onto the left needle. And this is why I was saying it can be a little bit of a lengthy process to go through that, because basically you're moving back the stitches just to bind off 1 every single time. So it's many moves, okay, to get there, but personally I think it's worth the time to have this nice design. And like I said, like sort of a framing your project. So think about, you know, in that case I showed you the plastron, but you can also think about, you know, blankets or anything with a frame that can be also for a cardigan or things like that, or the edge of a scarf, for example, a shawl. I think it's pretty useful. And we're gonna make a little pause here to show you how that looks. You see here, we do have that little cord forming now. Okay, so the 3 stitches are to make sure that this is not too round and this is still straight, which if you don't want that, and for example if you add like Icord edges and then you want to thing to be a little rounded, you don't add the 3 stitches like I did at the beginning. But here we are, and this is how it looks like. And so if you look in the back, you can also see the cord here forming. And one thing you may notice is it kind of, I did on purpose to have like some garter stitches and here some stockinette. It will tend to roll a little less when you end with stockinette stitches. Like usually there is a roll forming when you do stockinette and then you bind off. In that case, it's going to be a little less. You can already see it here. It's rolling a little, but not as much. And once you are blocking your work, it basically doesn't roll very much anymore. I'm going to share this video, as a quick overview for this bind off here. I will a little later link another more exhaustive video on the whole Icord concept, meaning that you can have an Icord cast on, edges, and bind off. So I'm gonna post this one and make another a little lengthier probably video showing all the 4 sides of a project with the Icord. Here it is. So you can see it's a little bumpy. It's quite stretchy if you look at it this way. So here you go. Nice. And yeah, it's you need to be a little patient because you're just going like all those moves to bind off only 1 stitch at a time, and then going back. But I think yeah, I like it. So I hope you do too. And let me know if you have any question. Feel free to comment or to reach out. Thank you. Happy knitting.